All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Real Madrid Hub. I'm your host, Dr. Jota, and today I would like to share with you 3 different stories that I have for you all. And let me tell you that the first one is maybe the most exciting news that we have, because Nacho Fernandez, I don't know if you guys know it, but Nacho Fernandez is back with the squad. So Nacho Fernandez showed up yesterday in the practice, and apparently he's been finally recovered from COVID-19, because 15 days ago he tested positive in COVID-19. This is very good news because he is back in the right moment. Right now, as you probably know, we have to Carvajal is out, we have Sergio Ramos out, and we have to Eder Militao suspended. So if Nacho Fernandez is back in Real Madrid, he will likely be in the starting 11 against Huesca, which is very good news as well, because every time I see Nacho Fernandez in the defense, I feel safe. I feel like, peace of mind. Every time he plays in the defense line is very good for Real Madrid, because he's one of the most reliable defenders that we have. And all these games that he was replacing to Sergio Ramos back in December or late November, I think that he made great performances with Real Madrid. He's super fast, he's super strong, super smart. He was anticipating to every single play from the rival, and to me, he's 100 times better playing along to Rafa Varane than when Rafa Varane has to play alone like the leader of the defense. So to me, it's going to be great, because as you probably know, in the last game against Levante, we struggled every single attack of Levante. We struggled with Odriozola in the right back. We struggled with Eder Militao when he was sent off to the bench with a red card. We struggled with Rafa Varane. I don't like Rafa Varane in this level. He's having very hard times since the game against Manchester City last summer. I don't know what happened with this guy, man, but what I feel is that he doesn't really feel confident anymore. It's kind of like, I don't know what to say, man, but it's like a feeling that I have about Rafa Varane, that to me, he's not the player that he is supposed to be when Sergio Ramos is not in the squad. But anyways, never mind. The most important here is that Nacho Fernandez is back on the squad, which is pretty good news for Real Madrid. And he, like I said, he will probably be in the starting 11 against Huesca. So shout out for Nacho Fernandez, and hopefully he can make another great performance in the defense. So that is the first story. The second story, even more interesting. The second story I have for you guys, it's about the cover of Diario AS about David Alaba and his signing for Real Madrid the next year. Okay, I got like 50 direct messages in my Instagram asking me asking me about the cover of Diario AS, claiming that David Alaba is not going to play for Real Madrid the next season. So that Real Madrid is not going to sign to David Alaba the next season. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me explain you really quick how the things work in Spain when it comes to the sources of information that we have. In Spain, we have two main information sources when it comes to sports and Real Madrid. It's Diario AS and Diario Marca, right? So 1 month ago, Diario Marca had an exclusive news about the new agreement that Real Madrid got with David Alaba. Apparently, both of them, David Alaba and Real Madrid, reached an agreement to play the next season in Real Madrid, right? So that was exclusive news from Diario Marca. So then, Diario AS, I think that they felt really upset about that. So they have been trying to throw all kind of rumors and news regarding to a failure or a possible failure of this signing for Real Madrid. They are all the time speaking about, okay, David Alaba is not coming to play for Real Madrid. David Alaba will not sign with Real Madrid. David Alaba doesn't have any kind of agreement with Real Madrid. they are all the time in the same way. They are all the time speaking about the same. They are basically talking trash regarding to the news from Marca, because they are competition and they are competing against each other every single day. That's why. So to me, this information is not true at all. To me, I mean, this is just an opinion, but in the 90%, I would say that Real Madrid and David Alaba, they do have an agreement for the next season. They do have an agreement. So I wouldn't say that this is that Diario AS is trying to cheat to all of us or trying to lie or something like that. But this is kind of Cold War, man. They are all the time like shooting to each other and, you know, trying to question the information that they have and all the stuff. So to me, it's basically a fight between two big important newspapers or websites or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I would say, if I have to tell you something, I would say, okay, don't trust at all to discover and this information from Diario AS. To me, the 90% of the reason is on the side of Diario Marca. So to me, Real Madrid and Alaba, they do have an agreement. But other than that, let's wait to the summer and let's wait to June, where we will be able to see what is going to happen. In that month, we will know finally what is going to happen with David Alaba and Real Madrid. So that is my opinion according to my expertise, my own expertise, and I mean, I'm from Spain, man, and I know how the things work in my country. So to me, don't pay too much attention to this information from Diario AS, because to me, David Alaba will play for Real Madrid the next season. Okay, so now let's move to the third story. Super interesting story regarding to the signing of Kylian Mbappe and Real Madrid the next year. Okay, last night, Jese Rodríguez, a former Real Madrid player who also played for PSG until the last November. Of course, he was a teammate of Kylian Mbappe. Okay, last night he showed up in a radio show, in one of the most famous radio shows in Spain, and he claimed that he had a lot of talks with Kylian Mbappe regarding to his desire to play in Real Madrid. Okay, and he said, he confirmed actually that Kylian Mbappe wants to play in Real Madrid. His real desire is to play in Real Madrid, because back in the day in 2017, when he was super close to Real Madrid, he was this close to sign for Real Madrid, his idol was Cristiano Ronaldo back in the day, and he was, I mean, all the time like, man, I wish to play in Real Madrid, I want to play in Real Madrid, I want to go to Real Madrid. He was all the time like that, and this was confirmed by Jese Rodríguez last night in this radio show. So to me, if he wants to play in Real Madrid, what are we expecting for? What are we waiting for? I mean, if I were Florentino Perez right now, I would be with my phone just calling to PSG and say, okay, let's sit down on the table and let's try to negotiate for Kylian Mbappe, because this guy wants to play for us. And 1 week ago, he said, he said, okay, I don't know what is going to happen with my future, but let me tell you that if I sign again with PSG, it's not going to be for 1 year, it's going to be for a long time. That means that he might stay in PSG for the next 5 or 6 years. So it's the last chance that we have to sign in to Kylian Mbappe the next year or the next summer in 2021. Because apparently the official position, the official thought from Real Madrid right now is trying to push this signing for the next year in order to bring to Kylian Mbappe for free. And I think that I think that is not the plan. I think that this thing don't like to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, I don't think he really agrees with that, because he wants to play in Real Madrid this year. He wants to sign for Real Madrid this season, in June, in summer, in the next window market. So to me, if you are Real Madrid and you still have a lot of players you can get rid of, Man, just try to sell a bunch of them like Hazard, Vinicius, and try to sign to Kylian Mbappe for this year, because it's not only the money you can receive from them for selling Hazard or Vinicius or whoever, it's also the salaries you are not paying to them and you can redirect to Kylian Mbappe. So that way, from a financial standpoint, to me it makes a lot of sense to sign to Kylian Mbappe this year. So there's no excuse, there's no any problem, there shouldn't be any drama. We should go and try to sign to Kylian Mbappe this year because it's already confirmed. I mean, Jese Rodríguez is saying that Kylian Mbappe wants to play for Real Madrid. Mbappe said that he wants to play in Real Madrid and he doesn't want to stay in PSG. Man, just go ahead and proceed and try to sign to Kylian Mbappe for this year. But I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see in summer what is going on with Kylian Mbappe and David Alaba and all these rumors surrounding Real Madrid. So now guys, just comment in the section below and of course subscribe to this channel, Real Madrid Hub. See you in the next video.